next. So almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod in this one, Blake Snell.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger.
Pero okay. Diablo, sí suena.
The pitch. Number 40 now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Got him swinging. In half up to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something.
Back here in Boston, today's starting pitcher, Justin Steele.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Next one off the plate inside. And that is ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Makes the catch for the out.
Batting second, the right fielder,
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Tatis waits. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there's 2 down. And now it's Juan Soto.
Yes, I do. I think it's a little flair, little flash at first, maybe seen as arrogant, but I think the talent backed it up and everybody was okay with it.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back here at Fenway, here's Cody Bellinger. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing and a miss. 1-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch-out.
Seiya Suzuki, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. In the air, right field. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall in foul ground. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. Tries to get back and save.
Just an awesome catch and a gutsy play out there in center. I love to see it. You know, it's a risky play because if it gets by you, there's no one behind you to back up. And that ball was dropping pretty quickly, but he had great closing speed and a perfect dive. Got him there in time. Very nicely done.
And a pitch. Got it by him for the K. One left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Welcome back. Bottom of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Manny Machado. Steele back to work. Fly ball down the line. Suzuki on the move. Puts it away for the out. And here is Xander Bogaerts. And a rope into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Bogaerts into second.
Y Coca-Cola, y Coca-Cola. Y eso. Eso es un sistema,
Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Era ahí, Martín Frandy. Martín Frandy, mi gente está viendo el like, está comentando, sigue compartiendo eso. Esto es una pela en vivo, Por eso mismo. Ya. Y ahí. Y ahí. Y ahí. Y ahí, Tony. Ow.
Suzuki on the move. He makes the grab. Runner tags up for third. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. Bogaerts trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Throw home, he beats it. It's 1-0.
Y ahí. Y ahí.
Didn't want to give up that run, but he did.
Gracias, Martín Frandy.
Oh. Guys, get your team back in the dugout.
Rip towards third. To first. That is the inning. So they get one run.
Fue la compañía.
New inning getting started. Now the Cubs catcher, Gvng.
Back
to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Gvng, a former All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was in the 10th round pick back in 2009. Got him. One away.
Es el palo ese.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play.
Frandy, compra la 23. Compra la 23. Y yo pongo online, tú de tu casa y yo de la mía. Nunca lo que si tú eres duro, la verdad. No andamos en esa.
So the batting order turns over. And next for the Cubs, number 40.
Estoy adelantado, pa.
In the air, out towards
Vamos, Tati, vamos a esto. Eso de relajando, esto no está con la bola.
And that's the back in Boston.
Vamos a esto.
So digging in now for San Diego, Matthew Batten. Ground ball left side. Fires over to Bellinger. Leadoff man retired here in the third. And here's the catcher, Brett Sullivan.
Estamos en vivo en YouTube, estamos en vivo.
And first offering is fouled off. Steele.
Mira,
27 years
¿cuáles son las que tenemos que beber? ¿Cuáles que tenemos que beber?
14.
Todito.
La beta y la citrón.
Coño, pero papi está pichando y come.
Beta y el citrón.
The 0-2.
Line
drive.
Y esa. ¿Qué la coge esa?
So a man aboard now with one away.
Every now and then you'll see a right fielder try to throw out that runner at first.
Ahí me va jefe.
He takes offense to it.
Well, nobody ever
No
tried
jefe, la compañía.
Just the second baseman every time.
Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. He'll do it himself. No chance at the double play with a runner in motion.
Yo eso.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Se salvó que hizo agua ahí.
Here's a swing to drive left field. That fires up the home crowd, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely.
La Fran de riendo de ti, pago, ese palo. Y cuidado con Soto, ¿eh? ¡Ay, coño, vámonos! Vamos a esto. Vamos a F.
Two consecutive base hits for these guys here. You connect and it jumps off your bat like that. You're thinking double at the very least. It's a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled.
Ay, Machado.
The strategy of winning a ball game when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches.
Diablo,
that can be the key to winning. Perhaps
good
job of extending this inning.
Well, gonna pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning.
Mira eso, ya,
But
era
two
mi
come across
pido,
to
pues.
score in the inning, courtesy of this
Se me dio la
two-run
madre, fue.
as we go to
Fibro
the
el
top of the
control,
fourth,
cuando
Dansby
lo
Swanson
hice.
stands
Le dio
in.
la madre.
The pitch. Going on. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow,
Vamos a esto, Tigre era por lo más chiquito.
As an Oakland A's player,
Era 97.
up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game, and then Sunday they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5, and unfortunately they won Game 5 as well.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. And there's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Toma esto, brutal.
And fouled off. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, this guy on the mound understands that this batter's trying to take him deep. I think the key here is change speeds. Keep him off balance.
Diable.
And the pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And down the lefty. Foul ball still 0-2. Kicks and deals. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
De pedra y pedra, pero más chiquito.
Some heat
Piedra, pero más chiquito.
98 miles an hour. So no runs here. Back here in Boston, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Xander Bogaerts. And first offering is fouled off.
You went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the... Not in time, it's a double.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And now Garrett Cooper.
Vámonos, coño.
Right, bounces over the wall and found ground. It's an
Pues se play no sirve.
and a run comes in to score. And here is Trent Grisham. And the first pitch misses from ball 1. Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Matthew Batten. And first offering is fouled off. Tapped softly on the ground. Sends it to first. 2 away. Cooper hung up in a rundown now. Play it home. He's safe. It's 5-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Brett Sullivan. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a ball popped up. And it falls. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Sullivan caught in a rundown now. Not in time. He's safe.
Diablo, porque me fui ahí. Sí, no.
2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Now, Jamer Candelario. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Popped up. Bogarts makes the grab, 1 down.
Compra esa cinta, Frandy, para jugar.
Hard ground ball, base 9.
Bueno, toma esto. Vamos a salir.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Vamos, doble play, gente.
Smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect.
Ey, casi guys.
There was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Doble play.
And that one hammered. Grisham ranging back, looking up. Makes the catch up against the wall. Throw behind the water. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. To third. Oh, he gloves it. Fires to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires
Pues tú moteaste el vaina.
all the way across the diamond.
El micrófono lo moteado. Sí, está amarillo. Ahí, habla.
And first offering is fouled off. White Sox traded Fernando Tatis Jr. to the Padres in 2016 for James Shields and cash considerations. Tatis wondered, does it mean am I not good enough?
Well, Boog, I think it was just sure he was good enough, and he's proved that healthy as a big leaguer.
So at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
¿Y por qué se ponen?
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out, the only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni. There's the strike. Mastrobuoni in his rookie season, 27 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
In the air to left center. Soto tracks it down for the out. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, number 40. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there.
Oh, look at this. Goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play. One down. And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound, and this guy can bring it velocity-wise. The pitch. On a line, base hit.
That's 3 singles in a row. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. One run is in. Happ on his way home. The relay throw. In to score from first. And it's now a 2-run game. The throw to third. And he's out trying for 3. And now Seiya Suzuki. Swings through that one. 0-1. Suzuki goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he was born in Japan. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past. And we're back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Manny Machado to start it off. And that one fouled off. And here it comes. That's a laser base hit. And it kicks off the base of the wall. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay to third. And he's out.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you've got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
That one is blasted left field towards the monster. Bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
The other way, and that's a base hit.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. Now here is Matthew Batten. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any.
Runner on the go. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Grisham around third. He'll score easily, and they lead by 4. Batten hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Able to get back into third safely. A run comes in on the play.
Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real.
And it falls. Runner in from third to extend their lead, and it's 8-3. Not in time. He's got a double. Ha-Sung Kim will hit next. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a base hit. Sullivan coming home. The throw into second. The run comes in to score from second, and it's 9-3. He's in there.
Well done. Drives in the run. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
He's trying for third. That one fouled off. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the... Back here at Fenway. Now it's the DH, Jamer Candelario. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Hader, multi-time All-Star. He features a two-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Here's the 0-2. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Tatis. Down to third baseman, Patrick Wisdom. And first offering is fouled off. And it's strike two.
That was straight queso right there.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Tatis makes the catch. And that is the bottom of the seventh. Stepping in for San Diego, Juan Soto. That one is absolutely belted back there. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Soto round second, heads for third. In there safely.
All over that one right there. I love the hustle out of the box. Man, he drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, and they add on. It's 11-3. Here's Xander Bogaerts.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. That one hammered center field. That's back there. That one hops against the fence. Here comes Bogaerts around third. And they tag him out. And here's the first baseman, Garrett Cooper. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And makes the grab. 2 down. Matthew Batten, the next up for the Padres. That one the other way. Brings it in for the third out. Manny Machado with the blast for the Padres. We look ahead to inning number 8. We go to the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Miles Mastrobuoni. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Number 40 now at the plate. They say it went.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
On the ground is short, could be 2. Over to Kim, 1. How about that double play?
Well, he made his pitch down in the zone. He got that ball on the ground. The double play he was looking for. Really good execution.
Swanson now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. This one popped up right side. Kim moving under this one. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the... Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 8th. So digging in now for San Diego, Brett Sullivan. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Not in time. He's safe.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it.
Runner takes off. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second.
Now batting.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis. Double steal. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Here comes a pitch. And that one pulled foul. So 2 strikes on Tatis. Left field, way back there. That's back. Into the monster seats and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the game. It's 14-3. Juan Soto now. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And there's 1 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, hitter looked pretty comfortable on that swing. Pitchers don't like to see that. We'll see how he changes it up on this next pitch.
At the belt and fires. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Hits the top of the wall. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside the park home run. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Throws to second, and he's got a double.
Back-to-back base hits. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even...
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow. Not stopping, he's going for 3. He's not stopping, on his way home. Safe at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer. Next for the Padres, Trent Grisham. First offering misses the mark. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. The throw in, Grisham trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. Here's the third baseman, Matthew Batten. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and that's a 2-out double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that thing and get it back in, because he's going to come barrel around first. He's going to put pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, he's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Batten on at second with 2 down. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. And welcome back. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
He wanted that fastball high and
It stays 0-2. The pitch. Right through there, got him. And that's the first out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. And they're chipping away. It's 17-4. Digging in, Seiya Suzuki to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. So they're down to their final out. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Jeimer Candelario. Got one out to right. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres take this one in a blowout. So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Bueno, mi gente, eso fue todo. Está bien esa pela.